Hello! Hey Frederick, I see you in the comments. So welcome back everybody to the Dragon's Arcade. And after finishing up Harry Potter Legacy last Tuesday, we're going to be playing this game, Disco Elysium. It came out a while ago, but I never got a chance to play it, and one of my friends, I see you, Gillard, wanted me to see what it's like. He showed me a little bit of it, so let's find out what we're doing here. I'm going to go and pull up the Twitch chat my phone so I can keep an eye on that. There we go. Okay. And go to the dashboard. Perfect. Might want to put my webcam in the bottom left. Alright. I can go ahead and move all that. There we go. How's that? Alright. So let's see what we're doing. So, extremely intelligent, bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes with original ideas. We got the very psychological, nickname personality, but unstable. So I think I'm going to go with the thinker. That's what I want to do. I want to go with the thinker. We will see. Ringing endorsement, Frederick. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even in the clearest water, they begin to calm down.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness.
Ooh.
Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Okay.
Ever. Never. Ever.
Simply not existing.
Time pass. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Okay, what was that with the Exum thing?
Up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness.
Well, that's certainly great. I want to go plunge back into the fathomless depth beneath. Thank you, ancient reptile brain.
No life in the formless nothing. Just night swimming.
How about you cough up some more oblivion?
Smooth passage.
Alliance, let's go.
Nothing down to fuck all borough.
Okay. Let's see. Return to silence. Legend of the Zero Home. I'm tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit? Let's do a return to the silence.
To upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir.
Don't stop singing. Keep singing the sweet song of death.
Sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the soul, bloated man meet around you. A sensation.
Oh, I don't want to feel anything. I want to float in oblivion.
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting.
Take me back.
A gush of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Cut my head off. It's trying to murder the rest of me.
Trying to Force your eyes open. It's a sound. A clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what it is.
God, the sound design on this is top notch. Okay. I succeeded. Ah, God, it's so loud. Well, I'm naked in a pool of alcohol and vomit. Or on the pool phone. Might want to increase game volume? How about that? I just increased the game volume a little bit. Frederick, let me know if it's improved. Alright, so... Whoa, I'm stumbling. Alright, got the bottle of Commodore Red. Come on. Let's see, what do we have here? Take that empty cassette. Okay. See the bottles in the bathtub. Sweet. Words fail to describe the smell. Let's grab a robe. Some clothes, I guess. Okay. Hello,
A
mirror.
mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
Well, that's fun.
Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities? Virile, uncaring towards the little things? Probably not, no.
Wow, I'm actually succeeding all of these checks.
Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the vague impression of a man.
Okay.
Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Really?
Really?
Nothing?
Or recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in, has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was really, or recollection of the person you
Okay.
are, the people in your life, and even
wipe the
as
mirror.
you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Yeah.
There's
There is
definitely something wrong with it. What could be wrong?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
I'm
Bet
sorry.
you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. It's not.
Swollen,
It's swollen and
snail-like.
snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
Ooh. Ugh. Wipe the mirror now. Oh god, my face. I've already seen this once my friends played through, but god,
You
that
have
looks
no idea
horrible.
who this thing is, do you?
Dear Lord,
Whatever
help me,
it
what is this?
At least it's dead now. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression?
I'm not making
Oh,
it. The
please
face is
stop.
making itself.
It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh my
Okay, I'll try to
God.
stop.
You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off.
Oh, great. I
What does
literally
it
can't get
even
rid of
mean?
it.
What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
It's an
You are
expression of
correct.
pain.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place, somewhere in the past. That's all you know. It's too late. Like an image on film.
Okay. Well, I can't remember why I'm making this face. That definitely sucks. Let's try and find the rest of my clothes. I think that's a jacket. Those are some pants. Oh, the tie's up there. Alright, let's get the rest of my clothes on before I try and grab that tie off the fan. I gotta admit, this might be the most accurate video game simulation of stumbling around drunk in a burnt-out hotel I've ever seen. Well done, game. Wait, oh, forgot to grab the shoe. No, I feel drunk. Look at the single shoe. They really do the extra mile where you can see you only have one
This
shoe
fan
on.
has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie. You swoop up and
Yay, I grabbed it.
snap. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Okay. Let's check the window, the broken window.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Visual
The
calculus.
shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break up my own
A
hands?
fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
That's a really cool thing. I love like the slow-mo time stop thing of me perceiving the window breaking. Like you can see like the shards flying out from whatever hit it.
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Okay. So I threw something out. It's just the
It
size of the
is too
impact.
large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist.
Okay.
The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy
So it must have been my shoe.
if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe.
Yay! I figured out what broke the window.
If
I'm a
you're
good
lucky,
detective.
You could still find the other one on the balcony outside. A cool wind gushes in.
I should go get the other
Your
shoe.
toes curl up.
Okay, what's this door? God, I am still really out of it, huh?
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the... It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Okay.
The whirling in rags is a hostel cafeteria
In
on the urban coast, frequented by dock workers.
Huh. Well, that door is locked, so I'm not going to get much over there. Let's go ahead and head outside then. What is that expression supposed to mean, Frederick? I don't know what it means. Oh, look, money. While we go get our shoe, I did want to talk about something. So I actually just got out of the Demon Slayer Swordsman Village movie. Unfortunately, it wasn't actually the Demon Swordsman's Village arc movie. It was just the first episode, preceded by the 10th and 11th episode of Season 3 of Demon Slayer. And a lot of flashback stuff for the price of a full movie. Like, I wouldn't have minded if they'd just been honest and told us, hey, this is actually just a sneak preview for episode 1 of the season. I'm like, okay, that sounds cool. I get hyped. But I went in there expecting like a Mugen Train style movie. And instead, I got the 10th and 11th episode of Season 3. And then, after a lot of other stuff and side things, I got the first episode of the Swordsmith Village arc, sorry. Okay, we got this young woman with a cigarette.
Her eyes are brown, and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and leave her alone. Can I open this door? Nope. Let's go downstairs, I guess. So there are a few things we could do. Let's try and go out back here. Summer door is closed for winter. Speaker is connected with the radio. Kitchen reserved for personnel. Soft sound per electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Oh, I got a health item. Only the word Monday is written on the kitchen. Oh, that sucks. Woman handwrote the yesterday's menu. Today starts with a man's handwriting. Okay. Union paraphernalia. Striped posters and red pinettes. Mess hall reserved for union members. Door open at 1600.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Okay. I guess I should go talk to
A
him.
bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. As you approach, on the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Alright, let's shake
Hello.
her hand.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Oh, crud. Conceptualize a name for myself.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath.
Great.
You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Alright, let's say no.
It looks like we had a little
nothing?
skidding error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually.
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
No,
Then
I
we
haven't.
should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Okay.
I haven't.
We'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's
Coroner's
case.
case.
Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No.
So, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Yeah, let's just pretend I know what I'm doing. Okay, let's get going then. I'm just gonna pretend I know what I'm doing here. If I keep acting, eventually I'll know enough information to not be an idiot.
You mean you don't have a badge?
It wasn't on me
Losing
when I
your
woke up.
identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise
Okay,
you
cool.
to try to locate it as quickly as possible.
Good,
But getting
good.
the body down should still take
It's like, it wasn't on me when I woke up. I'm not saying I'm not a cop. I don't know if I'm a cop or not. I'm just assuming.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi
So,
is now in your...
okay, cool. See? So, let's go talk with the bartender, and then we can go out back to grab the body.
A man in his late 20s with a thin...
We can do this. We can just keep pretending we know what's going on until we
Dressed
actually know
the
what's
ledger
going
he was
on. It's a
holding
foolproof
and
plan,
turns
everybody.
to the lieutenant.
Hey, I am the master of the bullshit. I know exactly what I'm doing. I just need to get the body down now.
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I
Alright.
am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Say
Right.
nothing.
Now, I know it took
Just
us a while
on
to
the strong
arrive
side
on
of the time.
scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Alright.
This sounds like something...
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No.
No.
I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes?
Yes.
In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things
Okay.
are. But as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here.
Just let my partner
I'm
do
not
the
gonna
talking.
Start working here again. If
Yeah,
that's
it's all according to plan.
I didn't imply that. The
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Right.
His
Questions.
face
I got this.
expresses profound doubt in your having. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous question.
Okay, so let's
which
ask
you
about
can
why
let
why did Sylvie go away?
Because none of you.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Extra fine. Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole...
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco Negro, sweeping over the plains and nations of the enemies of mankind. 5th century style. Unified currency and the concept of cool came in their wake. They wore lamella and carried guns. But first and foremost, Franco-Nigerian heavy cavalry was really, really wide.
I don't know who killed him.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they?
Yeah, who?
Oh, people are saying it was the Union dock workers. That it was a lynching.
Who exactly is saying that?
Customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
Why would the
I
dock workers
suppose
lynch
it's
him?
because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The Unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
Alright, I have
The
another
lieutenant
question.
turns the page in the little notebook.
Let's say that's all. That's all.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Roll dice.
As you blow this job,
Real mature, man.
Real mature. Yes! I managed to run out of building without tripping over my own 2 legs. I am perfect. Let's talk to this guy.
The RCM in Martinez.
Oh, it's a girl. Okay.
What can I help you with?
No one looks up at me. You sound so
You
surprised.
don't see a lot of police around here. That's all. Of course. What can I help you with?
We need
Of
directions.
course. Where to? Oh, that.
Yep.
That's right there. In the yard.
even all the way over here.
Thanks,
No
that's all for
problem.
now.
Of course.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
More things. Can I
Sure.
borrow your gloves?
Keep them. I have another pair.
Okay. Cool. I managed to get a hold of some rubber gloves for the investigation. So we can touch the body without getting our prints all over it. Uh-oh. There's a big old strike going over here. Well, let's take some Real first. Let's head back into this building. Let's ask her if she knows anything.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Okay. I don't really know anything. I mean,
I know it's there.
but I haven't seen it, so.
Okay, did you know the
not
man who died?
Really.
Does it mean you know him a little?
No, I didn't know him at all. I don't know really long.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask
Answer
around.
quiet voice.
If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Thank you for your help. I'm trying to be a responsible police officer. Gonna ask the questions and be serious about this. It's a man who's been murdered. I mean, aside from my face, but you know, that's already a lost cause, I feel. And there's the hole in the fence.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Reconstruct the movement.
No, these
Damn it.
tracks are not interesting at all. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty.
Damn, I wish I could have reconstructed what kind of vehicle blew through there. That's a pain. Alright, so... kid, are you throwing rocks at a dead body? I think we need to question this little sucker.
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in
I
his
love the
ugliness, like a
artwork for the
gremlin.
conceptualization.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy Kuno.
Okay. Hey kid, a
Right
word,
in the
police
dick,
business.
Kuno. Get him right in the
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black...
Stop throwing rocks on my crime scene.
Kuno. Yeah, right in the mouth hole.
Shits himself.
Okay.
Kuno, you should throw the rake.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
I have
Alright,
questions for you.
Entertain the Kuno.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling far. Irregular speech patterns. Overconfidence. Could this kid be on drugs? This warrants further investigation into this.
Body, what do you know about it?
What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Yeah, okay, so... Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Sniffing around in the.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty cook.
Do you know who he
Kuno's
was?
fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Before he
Kuno
died.
knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Probably climbed. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't
Okay,
know.
what does that even
Some
mean?
fucking Mesk or I don't know, some other place.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Okay,
Yeah.
then.
Kuno didn't smoke him if that's what you mean.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
You're testing Kuno's pay.
Get lost.
Do
Right
kids
then,
often play in this
is where
yard?
Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck you. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Alright, I'm
Kuno
off. Smells like spoiled meat. Alright. What's this down here? The tire tracks?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from
6 to 12 pairs.
have walked.
Fuck Kuno indeed. Fuck Kuno
More than
indeed.
12.
Alright,
No,
8 pairs.
pairs of boots
Yes! I
shuffled
figured out how many
back
suspects there are
in the
now.
mud.
Go over them one by one.
Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 42. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43.
Okay.
4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46.
Which was
You
it?
don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved. 5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44.
Okay.
6. An aberration, light as air, impossible
Male or
to
female?
tell.
Could be an
Could
adolescent.
also have been an adolescent.
So maybe someone underage with a bunch of adults?
Undeveloped. You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others.
Okay, so we
The
got a
weight
really
exceeds
big fat guy
200
who's
kilograms.
working with them.
8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole.
How many?
Got 8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
Certain guys going
I
back
never
and
got
forth.
the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
A heavy one.
200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up?
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
It could have
From
been an
here,
extremely obese
The
person.
boots the victim wears.
It's bad. Very bad. Before you can heave, the wind
Ugh.
changes direction again.
He appears to be wearing some kind of armored boots. I can't see any exotic prints here. Someone had to carry him. Are any of the other prints deep enough?
Let's go back and look at how deep. Light as air, standard. No.
An obese person is becoming less likely.
Then one of them must have been
Possibly.
carrying him
Yes.
over.
But why?
Why did they have
Yes,
to carry
they
him?
could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
Maybe the victim refused to
You have a point
march.
there. Anyway, it's something to consider.
We also have a
But
light
woman
step number
or
41.
a kid?
I don't think there's a way to be
Understood.
sure.
Anything else?
The aberration,
Interesting.
one smoother.
Let's name it the old soul. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal, like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
A drummer,
A
that's
drummer
super.
only uses their right foot for the kick drum. You're right, it's stupid.
Yeah, this seems very unlikely. Then again, there was the band stuff in there.
Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Not
We should
thoughtfully.
keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yes, prudent. How old do you think these
week,
tracks
maybe?
are?
7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Okay, that makes
correct
sense.
again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could.
So the cold weather preserved the tracks. What do you think
What do I
happened here?
think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They
Yeah,
all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over.
I think we have a firm
The
understanding what
lieutenant's
happened.
eyes narrow.
Either way. What else?
We've been through it all. We should get the body down.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes.
Ugh.
The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Okay.
You seem to be holding your breath.
Look
The
down.
cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Active
God,
decay.
why is it so bad?
It's okay to throw up, officer.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Okay,
The
try.
smell
Yeah,
is repulsive. It pushes in from your
try to walk away. Ew. Yeah, I failed that hard.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in until a pool of vomit lies. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool.
I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Thank you.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Do you think I'm
If
going
you
to
can
help?
handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
Oh,
I can't
you?
handle the head.
It's more likely he can handle the smell.
I don't need
Sure
that
you
shit.
do. You just threw up. There is
Okay,
fruit
where do we get it
nearby,
from?
East of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she...
Acquiring ammonia will provide.
Alright, so we need to get ammonia so we can go after the body. Before we leave, let's look around here for anything else. Let's check in this dumpster.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock. The body is downwind from here. Maybe.
Wait, am I
he
talking to
fell
our
asleep
trash
close
container?
To the smell of death.
Thanks, Kim. Yeah, Kim is great. How do we get the
You could
lock
try
open?
using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or
Or?
you could ask for a key from the manager of the whirling in rags. He probably has one.
He might also.
Yeah, we should probably check around, see if I've dumped some evidence in there. Thanks, Kim. Let's check over here. Okay, we got some stuff. The winch has been oxidized for many years.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material. Eternite.
Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material?
Because it's nice and rhythmic pattern.
Alright, let's go. We're not gonna get it. We're not getting this cave solved by looking at roof material. So we need to inspect the body. We found another shoe. We need to inspect the body. We need to report our badge missing too. But I'd like to try and find my badge first because I feel like they're going to ask me for like my badge number and I'm not going to be able to give that. So let's go to the apothecary. Where do you think the apothecary was again? Let's check with him.
Yes?
Oh wait, actually I can ask her. She offered to give me directions to a few places, so let's ask her where the apothecary is so I don't look like an idiot to Cam again.
Hello again, officer. Sure. I'm
Okay.
done with it.
Thank you, Gardner.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Alright, so we got some ammonia. We're gonna get the crowbar from
Before you
carriage.
stands a motor vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle.
Yes, I'm trying
This
to pull
must
it.
be the inferno. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gate. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. A metallic drawer slides out.
Take what you need. officer.
Alright, let's grab
It's going to
a
be a lot.
red tip
The
pry
pry
bar.
bar feels nice and cold in your hand. Heavier, but useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Grab the flashlight.
Robust, weatherproof, and well made. Police issue. Blue. Lets you
And let's grab the rubber
and
sheet
sleek.
hunter.
Snap. You can do the pull-out toolbox. Slides back.
Alright, so let's head to the back to the backyard, a little yard area. We can go and head back over there. What else is there around here? What's that? Is that a vent?
An old call box with a matrix of push.
We don't know anything about that yet, so I'm going to go ahead and ignore that. Alright. Not important at the moment. We're looking for info on the case. I want to do this right. Alright, so we have the ammonia now, so let's try and do the body.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Alright, let's try to leave. Let's go here. Let's go to items. Ampule of ammonia. Held maybe? Okay, so I just have to try and get it down, I guess?
There he still is, looking. The
Okay.
ammonia only makes it worse.
Oh, great, the ammonia
combination
just makes it
forces
worse.
Tears out of your ducts. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Thanks! The ammonia really helped out a lot. Thanks, Kim.
Are you okay, officer? You're facing tough odds here. It's aggravated further by alcohol withdrawal.
Do it without me, I just can't.
This is a two-man assignment. You need to get your shit together.
Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought
Thought
cabinet
cabinet
and internalize it.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself to...
Alright, so let's go do something else. So we have a thought. So your shit is apart. It's rather I'm becoming a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that together. Compressed in a small area to achieve a solid level of compressization. So let's internalize it. Volumetric shit compressor. Wow. Okay. I am sorry. Okay, so let's see. Call using Kim's shortwave to ask whether she made the call. So let's call Kim. Let's call Sylvie. Sorry, not Kim. Kim's right there.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out tool.
Pick up the radio.
The soft perk.
This is Precinct 57. Hello,
Hello, Alice. Please assist our...
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is Officer Alice Demetre.
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what
I need you to connect me to a civilian, Sylvie. She may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Didn't Garner give you her number?
Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
It's interesting the subtle detail the 4 numbers are before the last 3. Wait patiently.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right.
Alright, Alice.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Hello, this is the police calling. We have some questions about your last days at work.
Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
Was it you who called the
No.
police?
Not me.
Why didn't you call?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the court.
What does the union
No
have to do
one
with
calls
anything?
the police. The union would get angry. You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Tell me exactly why.
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further.
Show her.
Show her the error of her ways.
What
The other
others?
people who live around here. Local people. I didn't want trouble.
What
You don't
trouble?
live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the union.
Oh, that's not sketchy at all.
Please, I just didn't want any trouble.
Alright, I see. Don't worry
do?
about it. I understand.
What else can I do for you?
Do you know who
I'm
made the
sorry.
call?
I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the union's phone, or the one on the coast.
Alright.
So the union has a phone, and there's one further.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later.
Yeah, go on.
Why quit your
Why
job?
did I leave the bar? Honestly,
Why not?
Alright, I won't push you on this. Are you ever
Maybe,
coming
I
back to
don't know.
work?
I just know I have to take some time off right now.
Alright, I think I got everything I
hope
need.
So
Thanks.
please don't call me again. Bye.
No, she doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like Gart.
Sure
Trust
it's
me,
about me?
You wouldn't want to be the guy here.
Okay.
No. You're the guy. You're Lieutenant Love. Matchmaker extraordinaire.
Yeah, very good
What
stuff with the
was so
research eye.
I'm just telling things. You have to act, Lieutenant Love. You have to calm that hysteric down. Tell it you've got everything up. Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
I refuse that.
What? You want to be more?
Call was terminated by the other party. Anything else, officer?
I'm done with the radio for now.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a...
Alright, let's talk to him. Let's talk to Kim.
Yes?
Let's go back and talk with the bar guy a bit. Maybe her. Maybe she can tell us something.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. And have you found anyone to be sweet to? You rascal. I'm too old. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena.
Okay.
My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Of course, dear.
I'm not gonna add her to the party. I'm pretty sure the cops shouldn't just be adding random grandmas they meet in cafes.
Real mature, man. What?
Damn, your feet thought we got away.
You know what? The stupid drinks you've had are on the house. You know why? Now, I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window. That's 100 square. Don't thank me yet. You still owe me 100 real. Now, what the hell did you want? I assume you wanted something to come back here.
Is the trash compactor out there?
Thank you for clearing that up.
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
So it's a weird mix of Soviet Russia and dystopian cyberpunk capitalism.
With access to the trash container.
Where all things are privatized, but there's also like weird union stuff going on. It has this air of Soviet Russia behind it. This is a very strange world.
Well, yes.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what that feeling is.
And find out.
We need
What
those
do you need
keys.
them for?
It concerns the case.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Alright. Goodbye. I know we could have cut him open, but I like doing it the polite way. It's best to ask him for the keys, and if he said no, we could have always cut the lock open. We're somehow gonna get 100 real today.
This trash container is locked with a well-oiled crack. The lock.
Okay, we got it.
It should now be.
The writer was
simply raise
Estonian.
the lid.
Interesting. Thank you for that, Gillard.
Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
What's
Just
this?
the feeling. A warning from some. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you.
Ugh.
You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under
You
a box
see
of cartons.
milk and egg. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batis Sole cereal.
Sole cereal?
There are plastic pasta packages.
Okay.
below. And turbo among
Look
the
at the
threadbare
rag.
kitchen towels. Some as the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint.
Okay.
These belong to the deceased. They were removed when he was still in the earth. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar
Bag the
mark,
trousers.
blue jeans. Pockets. Empty. Or empty. He wore them with a belt. The belt is missing.
Something slimy catches your... A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive color.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and the establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Okay, let's proceed then.
Nods, then looks back into the trash container. The container sounds a muffled gong.
Let's go ahead and leave it.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Okay.
Volumetric ship compressor.
Yay! I've refreshed stuff.
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 400.
That's okay. That's kind of funny.
These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
This writing is the perfect mix of overly serious and hilarious at the same time. Honestly, that's kind of what makes it funny. It's just how serious the voiceover is. It'd be nice when we get a name for our victim. Or maybe myself. Wish this guy over here would tell me what name I checked in under.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
I certainly didn't put them there.
Is someone on your staff who put them in there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my stuff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has the keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road.
Yeah.
Thank you anyway.
Yes? What thing? What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the...
Alright.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, but you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights.
Where were you before?
You had to be somewhere. You don't really know, do you? A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get...
Let's try internalizing. This royal pinball machine is unplugged. Heap of snow melts in the wheelbarrow. Pigs go home. Alright. Think you're better than us? You're not.
Bastards! We have a right to
work!
What's going on
Hold up
here?
and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest work. We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Good. We're fighting for... Besides, we're not that different.
Alright.
It helps if people see us talking. Cops and strike breakers together.
Oh, they're strike breakers. I thought they were the strike breakers.
Builds confidence.
I don't think I've
Might be
chosen a
time.
side yet.
Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work!
I'll be leaving. I have no stake in this fight at the moment. Foreign car kept in good condition.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's being reassembled piece by piece. Secure, a silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip III,
Okay.
the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Lip. As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations. What did he do?
Oh
You
wow, I
have no
rolled
idea.
freaking snake eyes.
High above you, something with great kinetic energy seems someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Okay, I can see it. Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice? Or why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them. Sometimes at kings.
The king stands high above you.
Alright. Well, I guess that's good to know. Humanox. Alright, we'll look around a little bit more and then I can think it'll be about 30 minutes so I can go. Oh, Seagull. A white tank top. Hey, more clothing. Yeah, I can use all the real I can get. I need to get to 100 real by the end of the day.
A small, wrinkled woman does not. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. No response. Wherever this woman
Alright.
is, no
Excuse me, ma'am.
Wherever this woman.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. But
If you say so. If Kim says I shouldn't, I won't do it. He is clearly a more competent police officer than I.
A Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. And not many people outside of Grad, and Revachol West too, it appears.
Estash Raiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time. An
Well,
old
last
case
time,
from my
Mr. Kim.
precinct. A couple of Jim's migrants saw a Staj Raiko stopped in the street, painted just like this. But they said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The Jim's community protested to trial, flying the banners of some old king or whatever.
Correction. 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
Is that so, officer? I'll take you at your word.
Could our
I
hangman have
try
been the
to
driver of
avoid
this
drawing
car?
far-gone conclusions like this before actually examining the body. But my initial guess is the two are unrelated.
Alright. So, we got the Hanging Gardens, or the Whirling in Rags, and not much else. Honestly, until we examine the body, we don't really have much else to do, so I'm going to head over there. I think it's been about 30 minutes, which is about how long Kim said we should wait before the wind changes direction. That way we can try and pull the body down again. I like how just like going through all the different leads took about 30 minutes. Shows some thoughtful design in my opinion. There was enough stuff to do to distract you for that time without having you like wait or stand there.
He still is, looking.
All right, let's try this one more time.
With his, as you breathe in,
yes,
the odor
finally.
It's a smell of the mind.
Yes, I managed not to vomit. I love how that's like a very impressive thing. It's like rolling. It's like finally hitting an enemy in D&D. Or in a role-playing game. It's like, yes, I finally fired a bolt of pain. This time it's like, yes, I finally managed not to vomit.
It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh, tattoos, and tendons. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders.
Inspect the tattoos.
A web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century.
Okay.
Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship.
Yeah, still only a 72 chance.
I see no trace of a humanoid figure. I agree.
He wears a wide leather belt around. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed.
But the tuning work.
What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
Alright.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass.
Okay.
You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper.
In case we need it.
Nice. Cool
Yes,
machine.
It is pretty cool, isn't it?
There is only one ampoule.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need here a souvenir. Don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
I'll have to open the inventory after I get out of here. So let's inspect the boots now.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers the delicate and fragile. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Oh, the lieutenant uses a memo technique, A6. That's not just any notebook. It's a classic.
Thanks, super
it's
useful
all
to
you,
know.
Baby.
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel.
This is
advanced stuff.
Material is out of place here.
It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men.
So this had they had something that the police don't even get for their tactical units.
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
That's a lot,
As a
I
wage,
take it.
it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot.
What happened to the rest
The
of
locals
it?
probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Alright.
The Sabatons dangle off the
How
map.
could
That's
this man
for us to
afford
find
such
out.
expensive hardware?
Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions.
He's like pretty advanced for a
agree.
security guard.
This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Let's try
The
pulling the
stench
boot off.
fills your
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Oh, this is a
You're
bad
going
idea.
to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
I'm not.
Stop obsessing about your sexuality, officer. You are about to see.
Indeed, from this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going.
Okay.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot? Maybe we should concentrate on what's outside the boot. And there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet.
You're sure there's a way to peel them off?
Alright,
The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
What's the
A
knock on
small bell-like sound.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate.
Faint organic lines cover the plates, where they separate into smaller ones. These like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood material. If trees were made of porcelain, the smooth, glossy surface, the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination. E50, 100,
Yes!
1000.
I found a clue. There's a serial number.
Can you read it to me?
X5415 6745.
Drama, let's write. No, I'm
We
gonna
have
tell
a
him the
make and a
truth.
number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can check.
The cadaver slowly. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Airlifting.
This is a lashing belt
I thought
used
it
for
was
airlifting
used on
cargo.
lorries for strapping cargo to them.
This is the reinforced kind for air. My brain tells me
The
so.
local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're assuming dock workers from the
brief
harbor did it?
suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
Yeah.
Then you should ask me the first moment we get.
They wanted him to stay up there. It's
I
reinforced
was
with
afraid
steel
it would be.
wiring.
Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Can I climb it using the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you?
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo. His
Look him in the
eyes
eye.
are milky white. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode.
Tell
from
me who
the
you
altar.
are, dead man.
Gone.
Oh, wait, what the hell? Am I talking to the dead? Wait, what? Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale in the past.
Where?
Way out in the west.
Okay, I'm talking with the corpse now.
I'm a joke. Look at me. A killer. A muff. Go ahead, copper.
What is
do
happening?
you mean?
I'm talking
It's
to you.
the power of your imagine. Go ahead. Ask me more, question.
I hate you.
Do
You
I
stink and you're
remind you of
boring.
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
You sure wriggled out of that one? Coppolini.
Alright,
Come
now.
back later, Coppo.
Squint and take a
As
step
you
back.
narrow your eyes, this is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue.
I see it. His neck too.
Dude, the lividity goes right.
The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
Okay.
The monster comes back into focus. An explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he was upright after his death.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. Everything
seems like a
here seems
lynching.
to corroborate that assumption. But we should still get him down before signing a probable cause of death.
Something is coming out of him.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a...
The fuck he say? Talking about shit.
We got lucky.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
He's beaten
I
up.
do.
See the bruises?
Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them.
Stop talking. It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up.
But there is no breath to catch.
So how do we get him
Are you
down?
sure we finish the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
Yeah, I think we've been thorough.
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Put someone else to it.
else?
What was that about processing, then? Weren't they supposed to take care of the boots? Why don't they help?
Good
Sadly,
point there.
I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern.
That's true. We don't want people
We
getting
need to get
sick.
him down fast.
Let's think. We could saw the
Climb up there and
branch.
saw the branch.
Yeah,
There
it
has to be a
seems
less risky
dangerous.
way, with less falling down of trees.
Maybe we could
I
have some
was
help
really
from the
hoping
harbor.
we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be...
I would really prefer if there was another way. These
Let's
but what
reconsider.
other options? The corpse twists on the belt.
Let's have another look at him.
The hangman's... This is a...
Airlifting. I thought it was used on... The local harbor uses 6
The cadaver hangs from
Okay.
the cargo
Oh.
belt. Limbs limp.
Yes, we do.
I'm gonna check with the kids real quick here.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it?
Where's the rest of
Kuno
his
doesn't
armor?
give a shit about the armor. Kuno's fuckgimp's got one big thing wrong with him. Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno tried to get the helmet on.
But
it
it's
was
too
big.
big.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style.
You threw it
Yeah,
in the sea.
That shit. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go, yeah, cocking boot. You know that jolly Union cow fucker came around talking about cows
Cow
or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows? So yeah, he's the one you wanna talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Come and...
Curious, my liege. Why?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today.
Kuno
Kuno Day.
Day.
Kuno...
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may...
Your test. Get lost.
Yeah, the kingdom of Kuno. The fuck... Look at that
Yeah.
fucking shit. You tried... Fuck does Kuno know?
Kuno's
The
not an acrobat.
lieutenant takes a...
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
How'd they get
Yeah,
there?
Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen, listen. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like.
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters F-A-L-N running down his trouser leg.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that.
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for falling anyway. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno.
Alright. So he's very unhelpful. Let's try talking to the other kid, maybe.
Kuno, the pigs. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pigs, I'm going away.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You there, behind
You
the
don't wanna
fence.
fuck with me.
You can still...
They are very unhelpful. Try and do my job here. Alright, let's run the number on the armor. Alright, we have some points to level up, so I guess we should do that. Charm, men and women, visual calculus, creativity, see art in the world. Let's get some points in logic. Some basic logic is deeply needed here. Maybe we can get her to help us here.
Hello again, officer.
No, we don't have any
How
option
often?
for that. Alright, here, let's go call in the serial number.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Can you run a serial number for a pair of armor boots
Sure,
for me?
officer. What's the number? Got it. I'll contact the ICP database in...
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isolari law enforcement service.
Okay.
The crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
57, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
I wonder, maybe we could drive the car through there. I did say it was like a big, that hole was big enough for something big, and there do seem to be tire tracks going through the hole. Could we maybe drive the car through there? Let's try using the levers to drive the car through there. Let's see if I can screw on the levers and drive the
Inside,
car.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone. The white suede feels luxurious under as you tap on the
There's no use pressing the heat, but...
Translation. We're not...
Okay, we're not going anywhere right now. Well, this is another colorful character. We should probably ask around.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up.
It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east.
It's a traffic jam for the ages.
Just
Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike. Scabs agitating.
All around.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long haul limbo. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew.
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has...
Dig your style, man.
Imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need?
Know anything
He ain't
about
one
the
of
dead
those
man?
drivers. I know that. All accounted for.
Okay.
Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the docks. The man taps his fingers rhythmically. against his arm.
Don't be a
Right.
stranger.
Thanks, man. You're giving us some help. Alright, so we've ruled out that it's one of the drivers. Alright, Kim. Alright, Kim, tell me about the case. Give me the case rundown. Tell me about the
What
case.
do you want to know?
Literally anything.
Yes, the case brief you missed. Now I remember. 3 days ago, the RCM emergency
Okay.
desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling and Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay for Martinez. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. Just to be
I understand
clear,
perfectly now.
we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Which is a mysterious case?
It's not a particularly mysterious case.
The lieutenant adjusts his collar. It doesn't look like he wants the case to be more.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a
pissing competition.
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
I don't remember being
That's good.
in on anything.
What's
Tell me
there
about
to
it.
say? It's just stupidity. The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor.
Yours
Yours or mine. As if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality.
That's stupid.
So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion. Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to.
It's an orphan district, in
you
other
know.
words.
I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved.
So, he volunteered to represent the 57th. Somewhere in your mind hangs a dark green blackboard. There are 2 columns. One says, cases solved. The other, confirmed kills. The rows are endless. Jean Vicmer, Judith Minot, a special consultant. What was his name? Then the rows degrade into green nothing.
So you volunteered to
Yes.
spoil it.
I'm an unrepentant spoil sport.
Wonder what it says about me. That was sent by my station.
It's all part of the master plan, you see.
I believe why I was sent unspecified.
The silence carries.
Martinez?
No.
Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist. Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Let's try running.
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They
Yeah,
sent
that
you
makes
to
more sense to the other
just
stuff I thought
think
about.
it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late.
I've considered it.
So
It
it's
would
true.
be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional. But I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both
Do you really see
safe?
me as a safe
No.
bet?
But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did,
okay,
you're in for a surprise.
Alright. Well, we've gone over the case some more. So, trying to find out who got the clothes, who has what the tattoos were. So, the caller made the call using some kind of voice changer to mask themselves. So they obviously don't want to be found out. Let's talk to the magazine salesman, see if he knows anything.
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb up.
What he means is fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain.
Oh, come on, man. I just said what?
I know exactly what you meant. You think my... But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave.
Silence. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Well, I think we've all learned something.
Anything I didn't know before.
The lieutenant exhales.
Whatever you say, office.
He smells of heavy motor oils. And his breath of high tar contents.
We're done for now. Well, that guy's not going to be helpful. So further out here. Oh, someone else to talk to. Another kid, I guess.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Books? Postcards? Easy. Even a kid would know all of this. Don't be afraid.
Alright.
As an expert, it's...
Hey, sir, are you okay? You've been... Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
She doesn't really seem to know. None of our valid or response options are tied to any of this.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome.
All right.
And please take responsibility for the
energy you bring into this space. All right. So you are the owner of the store?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Everything is on the shelves.
She smiles and nods.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction.
Tell me, was she at her post?
Doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes, of course.
Did you talk to her?
Yes.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
10. She's certainly very polite and helpful.
Dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
She's great.
As a young girl should be, with the proper attitude, She'll have a bright financial future.
The woman before you.
We're not well now, book peddler.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are new.
I don't see anything that could be of further use to the case here. Well, this is certainly interesting. I gotta admit, this world feels so alien at times. Like, there are definitely familiar aspects to it, but whenever I feel like I've gotten a grip on what kind of world it is, it throws me another curveball. It's like, also kind of like that, you know? Like, it's a little bit Russia, it's a little bit general, post-World War II almost. It's a little... I mean, obviously there's probably some Estonian influences because the writer was Estonian. But then we're having things like American labor protests and various other aspects, like not like what? Maybe I'm trying to think of like another good location this could be drawing upon. I'm getting a little Britain from it. I don't know if that's just like something. I can't really identify what part of Britain I think it's from. Oh, fun! Someone up there. This is definitely a strange world.
Will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue d'Esperance. You wait and see.
The streets will not flow red with anything.
Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C. And here
yeah, we just wanted to
I
get your
was
name.
trying to be
We need to
polite.
defend this.
Just
A brush, an artist. The red splatter is. The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not.
that Ozon her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershot. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques,
That's fair.
rarely have reason to visit.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing
I see where you're coming from. I think we were coming from Frederick. Like, there definitely were labor revolts in other places. I just synthesized it to wherever I lived.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like, can't
What are you doing to the
tell?
wall?
I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit.
The technology also feels a little weird too, right?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the right words.
Like, the car's design wasn't exactly... Like, it would be hard to paint any one era. It's definitely, like, early automobile design, where we didn't have a lot of the more modern, sleek designs we have now. They were more of the buggy and carriage style, you know? But it's not really from any era you normally see, especially with the wheels pushed out front. Like, the wheels that are sort of out in front of the other cars. The technology in particular is a little weird to me. Like, the camera with the flash that breaks, the glass bowl for the flash that ends up breaking. That one in particular feels a little weird. Like, a colored camera is something so advanced that kids in the slum don't even know what it is. But it's still a colored camera, you know? Like, cameras became fairly well known and well understood things before they were colored cameras. Black and white cameras were pretty popular, at least amongst, like, the middle class, or something like the average person was at least, like, seen.
Have you ever tried your hand at graffiti-o?
It's not just like a tech set in a different era. It's tech that's grown a different way. Sort of like how it gives you a vibe of things like Fallout. Like one of the main things with Fallout, not a lot of people know this, is that in the Fallout universe, we never developed the transistor, which means a lot of their technology, while it's like really advanced and has like lasers and stuff, has the bulky aesthetic of the mid 1900s. And those two, and basically one technological development didn't happen, so all other technological developments had to branch out based off that failure. And I get the feeling that it's a sort of similar thing where tech is not, it's not just tech's older, it's evolved in different ways. Colored cameras since the 1870s?
Just
Really?
union cards. And my name's not Mona, so...
How old have, like, portable cameras been? Because it was something he was able to carry in his pocket then. Colored cameras have been since the 1870s? Wow. That's not what I would have guessed. Okay, so why are you committed to facing the building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium.
Okay, they weren't common. So they were like cutting edge technology in the 1870s.
I thought I'd mix it up. You know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a world-sized invitation.
Ah, fun.
Yeah?
I love public art. Don't mind us.
I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that...
She means the opposite.
Do you know anything about the recent murder?
No snitch, pigstein.
Sounds like Comet
Go
and
forth
autochrome.
and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant.
Catch you later, Cindy.
Watch your back, Ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Okay, well then if it's not the color camera, it has to be the portability that makes it strange. It was apparently something you keep in his jacket pocket. Most older cameras were bulky things that required you to set up stands and get everything just right in order to get a proper picture. Something that's like a small metal canister you keep in your pocket is probably something that... What? We didn't see those until... What would you say? Probably... I wouldn't probably say the 19... When were the first portable cameras actually made? That's a good question. It'd help us set the time period, sort of, or at least at the technology level, for general other technological developments we can expect. But they also have these, like, pressure distributing armor, you know, which is... They basically have, like, vibranium armor. That's what they were describing, like, it absorbs an impact and spreads it around. So, they have super advanced armor materials, but they don't have portable colored cameras. Those aren't normal, or at least well known enough that kids in most level-off areas would know about them. Plus, none of the people in here have like cell phones or portable phones. They're still using radios for all the communications. Now, apparently somebody put in a call, but that's saying military-focused culture. Yeah, so a lot of technological developments didn't focus more on making military weapons and things like that, but not on actually building up civilian infrastructure. Still, though, you'd think even in military infrastructure, like the police being able to contact people outside their own cars would be, you know, important. And then again, I guess they are only focused on small areas, so the shortwave radio is probably good enough for them. There's no really need to improve it for the average police officer. The military probably uses something very different. Let's check the trash. Magnesium. Yeah, the police aren't even welcome here. And they're definitely not given the latest equipment.
A sign says 1 bottle.
Hmm? Oh, that's the tear machine. Hmm.
I don't know what it's talking about.
Is this...
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall. The bottles wink at
Yeah,
you in the
that's fair.
The smokes too glitter in their wrapping.
I mean, the police have so little to do with their time. They have time to dispute over what they outright say is a garbage little district that neither of the two precincts can agree on. They both seem to hate the district itself, but they still have time and energy to argue over it. So they're definitely, yeah.
In that dark green glass.
Okay.
All in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol.
This is not a good place for a recovering
guess
addict.
not, no. I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
It's like I like how they're obliged to tell you those things before they sell you. Says DRIH. Anybody else in the crowd that I can talk to aside from this guy? Maybe I can ask him some questions. I don't think that's
to work.
I have some questions for you.
Them the questions like, why we're not allowed? We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Okay.
Honest
Who are all
men
these
and
straight?
women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work,
I have a question.
you think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do.
Okay. We've got a proselytizing capitalist over here.
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Huge Seminoles guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is
So the
right
strikers have literally like locked down the area where they need to work.
bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there, but that one's no joke, and my men are tired and hungry. They're workers.
Why don't you just
like
talk with them?
civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge. Have fun. Union shits are on full strike.
joy.
Don't think they're going to let. I know nothing about a murder.
Absolutely
Wouldn't put it
nothing.
past these harbor bugs. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. We should bring backup. Open up the gates for
This
us.
isn't
We are
really
not
my-
picking a side in this just yet.
Pity. Let up!
Scab?
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe.
Oh, a
I
cop.
was just messing with. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop." Speaking of, what brings the RCM here to the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Let's see a
huh?
murder.
That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Maybe you want to help me by
Of
telling me
course,
who did it?
Policia. It wasn't me. You can roll.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
Hey, Drama. Nice to see you again. Tina said you know the armor.
To get me into trouble. To seek.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike.
So
I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. I
Technical
did some
stuff?
research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the...
How does it come up?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and
kicked
kicked
into
it
the sea.
So, as I count, there are
The gauntlets and the cuirass.
The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
All of it? There are junior.
It's implied.
And Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez.
Alright. So Kuno used this to what, scare you?
It's all good. No
Thank you for your
problem.
cooperation, Sora.
If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana.
Alright. In case of Sprite, press button behind the guard. Look, we need to get this dealt with so we can, you know, get in there and start investigating some more.
Body betrays.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
We need to
That
get
is
to the harbor.
precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
Okay.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Okay, thanks.
No, you don't.
Great.
You need to get another drink.
What the
Occidental Haplogroup B4.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Please, I need you to comply now.
Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You dominated lesser cultures like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You will be...
Is this an arcade? Is this a race war all of a sudden? I'm very confused.
It is, baby.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Oh, wow.
That is right. You should leave. Bring your the walls will be locked.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory.
Wouldn't that mean?
Not as such. What you do with the mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an
Racists are generally not very good examples of that.
Welcome to Revachol. He must think red.
I am not like them.
Okay.
I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull.
Wow, this is getting very
This should
weird
dispel
very quickly.
Any doubt.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also,
That atavistic stigmata makes pussy say yes,
Babe, Thanks. But I got this.
God, just like, try and become a racist or try arguing further. Great.
White or not has got little to do with this. Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Also, to serve is noble.
Wait, so did the communists win in this timeline?
Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course you are, Evasholian man. The failure of communism to challenge the world order is the core of your race fate. All around you, the fruits of its defeat. Individualism,
God, they're like
rock and roll music, sexually
wait,
transmitted
so
disease. Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from?
I said I'm not
degenerate youth culture? Stop explaining yourself. No one cares about your beliefs. The conversation has moved on. Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine.
Okay.
It is a shame upon my race.
Wait, what?
But
what is this game? What the hell?
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Wonderful. I need to enter the harbor on policeman. Good God, man.
Into this harbor.
Yep, I'm gonna lose.
How did this happen?
You must be out of your mind, degenerate.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple.
The words to the song have...
I won't say anything.
Your hand twists in his
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization and...
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will...
That will be the...
How do you know there will be?
Always is.
Race is reality.
Good God.
We still need to get...
Well, I can't get past him without becoming a racist, and I'd rather not do that, because that seems like a rabbit hole there. Plus, okay, Kim wants to talk.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may... I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook.
Can't promise that. I might attack him again.
Lieutenant.
I don't like him. So I'm willingly making it harder on myself by not being a horrible person. Great. Just great. Okay, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it off there for tonight. It's about 9:30 and I've got to get ready for bed soon. But yeah, we had 2 other people viewing us at different points throughout the YouTube stream and 1 person here with Gillard, so hey, 3 people total. Not bad. Anyway, that has been the Dragon's Arcade, I guess. Next week, I will likely be streaming a new game, or I might continue some more of Disco Elysium, depending on what goes on this weekend, so we'll see. So, yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.